foul by Hachimura. Second foul. Hachimura tonight with 10 points and a couple of threes.
Real question for me right now for the Rockets. Their offense has to be a lot better to close this gap. Şengün has to be better when he checks back in the game. Make him the focal point. We haven't given the Lakers defense enough credit for how well they've played against the Rockets, and that might get the floodgates going a little bit. Reed Sheppard gets some space.
Fourth three-pointer for Sheppard, and quickly back to 6. Opening minute here in the fourth. Sheppard now with 14, Thompson with 15, Smith with 14. Hachimura against Thompson. Trying to find some room. Tough contested shot, and he knocks it down.
We talked about their offense. The Houston Rockets defense has played a pretty good game. It's their offense, and then when you look at their offense, before the game, you lose Kevin Durant. So their defense has been maintained. They just need other people to step up, as you mentioned.
Thompson couldn't hold on. 12th turnover for the Rockets.
And we've talked about what the Lakers are missing, but they've had other offensive players step up. Luke Kennard with 18, Rui Hachimura 5 for 8 for 12 points. So the Lakers are maintaining their offensive intensity.
Kogi the foul. His second. And the first team foul for the Rockets.
Lakers trying to go back to what's been so effective all night. That's LeBron James with the initial catch at the elbow and running either a tight ball screen or dribble handoff from there.
Kogi right up on James. James has 10 points. He's only taken 10 shots in a moving screen on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
You like that call, Legs?
Not really. DeAndre Ayton doesn't either. It's difficult when you're a big, man. You're just trying to get a little piece. There's not a lot of contact there. I didn't think he moved a whole lot to deserve that offensive foul.
And I think he stopped before the movement started.
There's about 300 screens a game, per game in the NBA. And sometimes it's hard to see which is illegal, which is not. Sheppard drives inside, kicks it out in the corner. Thompson three-pointer. Air ball. Vanderbilt comes up, nice pass, Kennard. Kennard racing up the floor, great hustle from Kogi. Kennard switches, change direction, back out Hachimura. Pulls up, two-pointer, it's good. 14 for Hachimura, and the lead back up to 10.
And he is a great mid-range jump shooter, not a good one, a great one. When he gets that distance on his shot, he's so consistent.
Ball deflected out. Lakers trying to say it was last touch by Capella. They whistled it, said it was off Ayton. The officials are going to gather, and they're going to change the call. Eddie Malloy comes in. That's Tyler Ford. It's going the other way.
Why was that important? Because J.J. Redick was going to challenge that. He was going to challenge that. His whole team is asking for it. Referees come together. They keep it. They get it correct. And now the Lakers still get to maintain their challenge.
Good ball denial from Thompson. Kennard eventually gets it back, fires up a three, pokes it in. Luke Kennard nails it, largest lead of the game.
And that one's a little different. That's going to his right. That's a much more difficult shot for Luke Kennard on a dribble handoff or a pitch out. Typically going left is where he likes to take that type of shot. This is a tough shot because the defender is closing on your shooting side, and it's so distracting. Great concentration by Luke Kennard. It's really surfaced. They left Thompson one time and forced him to take an air ball three from the corner. That time Kogi on the cut leads to a turnover.
Ayton traveled. 17 turnovers for the Lakers. If you said before the game the Lakers are going to have 17 turnovers, you would not think they'd be up by 13.
And giving up, what, 15 offensive rebounds. Like, those has been so bad in the half court. Lakers haven't really been hurt by those two things.
No, they're missing a pretty good half-court offensive player, too.
Sheppard gets inside. Kicks it out in the corner. Tyree Eason a three. Got it. An important bucket right there. Eason with just his second field goal. It's back to 10. Still plenty of time remaining. Just under 8.5 left here in the fourth. James, long three-pointer. It's good. It's way downtown. It's back up to 13. Shepard on the drive. Hook shot. Can't get it. Vanderbilt the rebound. Finds Kennard. Kennard on the break. Fakes, drive. Shut off nicely by Smith. Kennard tries a three. Got it! Kennard's cooking right now. Largest lead of the night. A 16-point advantage. Timeout Rockets. Luke Kennard in his first playoff game as a Laker. It's a playoff career high. The most he scored all season, both with Atlanta and with L.A. Şengün just 3 of 13 from the field, gets that one to go.
And you said Şengün has to get going, but you also have to give credit to DeAndre Ayton. You got to give credit to Jackson Hayes and their defense on the two-time All-Star. It's not just him getting his rhythm. It's about how well the Lakers are playing defensively.
James runs inside, got bumped. James goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. He has not taken a free throw tonight. You see the numbers, the 11 assists. Another record as oldest.
It's funny when you're the oldest player to do a lot of things, but also in the stat book, he's the youngest player to do a lot of things. You got any of those legs?
I don't think I do, actually. I was out before you start getting into the oldest category. I was out of the league.
Chance of MVP, but he misses both free throws. Lakers have missed 9 free throws. They're 14 of 23. And a 14-point lead with over 7 to play. Şengün. Ayton now picks him up. Şengün uses that left hand. Can't get it. Tipped by James right to Vanderbilt. Kennard, Hachimura, no hesitation to 3. And a rebound, Eason, foul by Vanderbilt. That's going to be the 4th team foul on the Lakers. 3 on Vanderbilt. James will get a rest. He's played 32 minutes so far. So Marcus Smart back in. Smart, Kennard, Ayton, Hachimura, and Vanderbilt for the Lakers. It's Thompson, Shepard, Şengün, Eason, and Jabari Smith. For the Rockets, Şengün fakes and throws it down. Ferocious from Alperen Şengün. And it's back to a dozen.
His instinct off of that catch was to pass it. That's why he hesitated. He expected there to be a defender rotating in front of him. He didn't see anybody there, so he took the extra dribble and finished with authority.
Kennard again. Bang! Luke Kennard from downtown. Some Kennard chaos here in game 1. It's a 15-point lead. And Vanderbilt and Şengün collide. The officials checking with each other on who's it going to be. I think it's going to be called against Vanderbilt. Yep. That's his 4th.
The Lakers got to be careful because they're in the bonus now. But look at this miscommunication. Şengün tries to step up thinking that Luke Kennard is going to keep going to his left. He stops behind the screen. There is no one around one of the greatest three-point shooters this league has seen.
5 for 5 from 3. 27 points total. Only played 32 games with the Lakers this season after the trade. They got him for Gabe Vincent and a 2nd-round pick. And Şengün misses a free throw. What a steal that was for the Lakers.
I give him so much credit because he's had so much more responsibility in terms of how they initiate their offense than they did when they had Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves when he was mostly spotting up, playing more off the ball. He has been involved in so much of their initial action, and the way he's shooting the basketball, he's going to force a lot of reaction, which leads to something easy for somebody else.
As we approach the midway point here in the 4th, Smart to Kennard. Kennard again gets inside. Righty layup. Shot won't go. Ball tipped. Taken by Smith. Rockets on the run. Here's Shepard. Kicks it out in the corner. Tari Eason a 3. That's good. Tari Eason a big bucket. Is back to 11. And the Lakers call timeout. Eason with his 2nd three-pointer. And still plenty of bounce back up top. Marcus Smart sidestep. His three-pointer's up. It's good. Marcus Smart rolled around and dropped through. That's their 10th three-pointer, and the lead back to 14.
The thing I loved about that, LeBron and Marcus Smart, neither guy settled for the first three-point shot they could get. Marcus Smart got a better one once you had the flyby by Thompson.
Şengün. Up top, Smith. 4 on the shot clock. He lets it fly. Vanderbilt times the rebound perfectly. Lakers are 10 of 19 from 3. Only 19 attempts, but 53% on those attempts. James and Smith one-on-one. Backing in. Double team. Left-handed. That's good. With the offhand, he's got 15. And it's 96-80, equaling the largest of the game. Thompson inside, blocked by Hachimura. Eason right there, and he banks it home. Great second effort from Eason.
Well, right now for the Lakers, the only thing that's going to hurt you at this point are turnovers. You just have to make sure you get a shot on every possession, take care of the basketball.
James, the hook shot. Eason with the rebound as we approach 4 minutes remaining. Vanderbilt trying to put some pressure on Shepherd.
And if you're the Lakers, you don't want to foul. You're in the bonus now. You want to defend without fouling.
Jabari Smith, short, comes right back out to him. He's going to try again. Side of a backboard. And the rebound goes to James. Smart setting up a play. Up top to James. James finds Smart. Inside Ayton. DeAndre Ayton falling away. And Eason the rebound. 3.5 remaining. Şengün back out to Eason. Eason a crossover. Fancy move. Gets inside. Counted and one. Tari Eason with a gorgeous move. Had a chance for a three-point play to cut it to 11.
Again, he was getting pressured up the court.
Misses the free throw. And a loose ball foul is going to go against DeAndre Ayton, I believe.
That's 2 more free throws for the Houston Rockets.
That's the last thing the Lakers want. And a good break for the Rockets as Jabari Smith will shoot 2.
You got a chance for a 4-point trip here.
During the penalty, Lakers are going to challenge. They're trying to tell him J.J. Redick came out at half court. So a challenge on the foul call on Ayton. Right now, Lakers up
on the challenge. You're talking about potentially a 4-point trip, 10-point game. And Houston's defense more than capable enough of stringing together stops. The offense is another question, but their defense is good enough to lock in.
Kennard up top, Hachimura. 7 on the 24. James wants it as Thompson right there. Down to 3. James falling away, puts it up, puts it in. 14-point lead, under 3 to play. Şengün a 3. Can't get it to fall. James the rebound. 17 points, 12 assists, and 8 boards, and a foul on Amen Thompson with 2:45 remaining.
And when he's on this side, again, the turnaround away from the defense against an all-defensive player. When you're #1 all-time in regular season and playoff scoring, this is where he feels most comfortable, and he's even having a good time out there.
Inside, James couldn't hold on. He's only taken 14 shots. He's made 8 of the 14. You know, Legs, at the top of the telecast, you talked about that in terms of what type of game did they need. They didn't need him to come out and score 40. They need him to have a game like he's had.
It's about control. That's really what they needed him to do, and he's been more in control of this game than anybody on the floor. And you know he's going to be a dual threat. And he's picking his spots here late to try to close the deal as a scorer.
Şengün fouled. Shot wouldn't go, but he's going to go to the free throw line. With 2:28 remaining, right now the Lakers a 14-point advantage.
Going back to that fadeaway, he basically had him down on the block. And by the time he landed and released the basketball, he was only a few feet in front of the three-point line of the corner.
Well, that's what you also have to lean back that far to get away from Amen Thompson. That's his athleticism. That's how quick his jump is. He's got a quick jump and a quick contest. He loses the ball a little bit right here. He was about to go into it, takes another dribble, but look at that. That contest needed that a level of fadeaway. And that's what makes it so difficult.
Such a tough shot because basketball traveling in the opposite direction. To be able to shoot that the proper distance, incredibly difficult when you fade that much.
Still Rockets ball. They get the rebound off the miss. Knocked out of bounds. But Şengün drives on Ayton. Goes across the lane. Layup's good. Beautiful move from Şengün. And it's down to 11 again. Thompson off the steal. Şengün goes inside, finds Eason, throws it down, and it's now 98-89, 9-point game as we approach 2 minutes left.
And I'm not sure I want whoever Amen Thompson is guarding to advance the ball up the floor. You've got other options and who can bring it up. Marcus Smart has to make a better decision there against an elite defender.
Ayton inside, floats it up and in. 16 points, 10 rebounds for Ayton. And James with his 13th assist. Şengün across the lane, inside, and Thompson with the slam. The Rockets obviously need stops, down 9 with 1:40 remaining. Hachimura almost lost it. Ayton to Smart. They've got to take it across the timeline, just do. Smart drives all the way, layup no good, but a foul.
Slow down if you're the Lakers. Slow down. These are professionals out here. If you allow defense to speed you up, like you said, you can't go against Amen Thompson. Even there, for the Lakers, yes, you get the foul, you have an opportunity for the bucket, but it's about how you control the game. That's how they lost control in the first half in the final 3 minutes.
And that looks like what J.J. Redick was just telling the entire group. When you see a coach with both palms extended outward toward your team, you're usually telling them to pump the brakes for a second and let's try to close this out. Like I said, the only thing that can cost them this game is not getting field goal attempts, turnovers, and fouls. They're the two things you want to avoid.
Smart hits 2 big free throws. He missed 4 of his first 5 tonight. It's back to 11. Shepherd blocked by Ayton, picked up by Smith. Shepherd's going to try again. It's up. Won't go. Smith on a follow slam. And again, back to 9 with 1:20 remaining. Kennard brings it up against Smith, gets across the timeline. Thompson trying to poke it away. Smart escapes that. Throws an alley-oop to Ayton. Ayton back up, counted on a foul. Back up to 11 with 1:04 remaining.
Well, DeAndre Ayton's hands bailed out this possession because this is a tough spot to catch. Behind the glass, comes down, goes up on the opposite side for the finish.
Well, the stat that they keep throwing about DeAndre Ayton, when he takes 10 shots or more, they're 22-3. That was his 10th shot. 8 of 10 from the field, 19 points, 10 rebounds. Lakers up a dozen with a minute remaining. Thompson up top, Şengün. He's got to take the three-pointer. Can't get it the full. Rebound, Eason. Eason back out. Shepherd wide open, puts it up. That's good. Rattles it home. But it's still a 9-point game. Ayton in the front court, lobs it to Kennard. James drives down the lane, lays it up and in. Shepherd tries another 3. Can't get it. Ayton the rebound. And that should pretty much do it. They're starting to celebrate. And the Rockets won't foul. The Lakers will take game 1. Eason has it. Goes inside, layup, able to bank it home with 15.8 remaining. Now